There was something special about old Mortal Kombat games, and honestly, I don't think it was just the gameplay. It was the mystery behind everything. Back then, Mortal Kombat genuinely felt creepy sometimes. It wasn't a horror game creepy, but it was more mysterious in a way that made the games feel bigger than what you were actually seeing on the screen. There were things like hidden characters, secret fights, weird rumors, cryptic unlockables, creepy stages, strange endings, secret movies, and even bizarre Easter eggs. And as a kid, it felt like Mortal Kombat always had something hidden waiting for you. You'd hear rumors online or at school like, if you do this, then you unlock this character. If you beat arcade mode in this way, then something secret happens. Or there's a hidden fight that nobody knows about that only I fought. Something like that. And even if half the rumors were fake, that mystery made Mortal Kombat feel legendary. But honestly, I feel like modern Mortal Kombat slowly lost that feeling, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons why older MK games still feel so memorable today. But if you guys don't know me by now, I'm Mr. Frosty Flames, but you can call me Mike. We do anything gaming news, reviews, playthroughs, analysis, etc. And we do it in a chill way with no over editing BS. So if you like that style of content, be sure to hit that sub button and join the Mr. Frosty Flames Legion. Anyways, let's get back to the video. One thing older Mortal Kombat games absolutely nailed was atmosphere. I got a lot of comments in my other 3D era videos saying that, one of the big things that they loved from the original arcade games up into the 3D era was the creepy horror atmosphere. And it felt like it disappeared and it just came back for MKX and then it just disappeared again. Because especially in those games felt dark, gritty, weird, eerie, even edgy, but in a good way. It gave Mortal Kombat personality. The stages, they had some sort of creepy vibe to it. The music felt unsettling sometimes. The lighting was darker. The worlds felt more dangerous and mysterious. And even simple things like the pit stage or the living floor stage had this weird aura around them. You felt like there were secrets hidden inside the game itself. And honestly, the darker tone made the universe feel more immersive. Mortal Kombat didn't feel overly clean or polished. It felt dangerous. It felt like the world inside was dangerous, not just the game, but actually if you got immersed and you were placed into the Mortal Kombat universe, you'd feel like something is just there. It's very dangerous, and that mystery made fans want to explore deeper. And honestly, old Mortal Kombat games were full of secrets, and that was part of the fun, to be honest. Secret characters became one of the franchise's biggest identities. Finding hidden fighters used to feel insane. Characters in the original arcade games like Reptile, Smoke, Noob Saibot, and Jade, they were hidden characters at one point, and they felt legendary because discovering them actually felt mysterious. You didn't just buy them like you do nowadays if they make a new character. You found them. Sometimes the requirements were ridiculous too, and honestly, it made it even cooler. You had to sort of unlock things. You had to experiment. You had to explore. You had to replay the game and discover weird conditions. Even the crypt back in the day felt mysterious. Unlocking concept art, coffins, alternate costumes, hidden content. It genuinely felt rewarding. There was always this feeling that, maybe there's something hidden that I haven't found yet. And that feeling kept people talking about the game for years. And now everything feels more marketed because, to be honest, this is where modern Mortal Kombat started changing, because nowadays, instead of secrets, everything feels more upfront and commercialized. Now it's mostly, battle passes, premium skins, DLC reveals, microtransactions, and item shop rotations. And look, obviously DLC characters are exciting. I'm not saying modern Mortal Kombat has zero hype, but it feels different because back then unlocking something felt mysterious. Now it often feels like, okay, we can't unlock these characters, we just gotta wait for the next trailer and then they're gonna sell it to us for $7 a character. Older Mortal Kombat games felt like they were hiding things from you intentionally. Modern Mortal Kombat feels like they're more focused on constantly selling things to you. I remember games like Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Mortal Kombat Deception, where when you would boot up the game for the first time or make a new account on those games, then all the characters are like half the roster would be locked. And nowadays it's just like one character that you would unlock from beating the story mode, and the rest would just be DLC characters. And again, I don't think this is completely ruining Mortal Kombat or anything, but I do think it changed the feeling of the franchise a lot, because part of Mortal Kombat's identity used to be discovery. And even the art style, the visual style shift plays a huge role in this too, because ever since MK11, the franchise started looking brighter and more cleaner overall. Now visually, the games still look amazing. I personally think that MK11 and MK1 are one of the most beautiful fighting games ever made. I say this once and I'll say it again. Remember that intro scene to Mortal Kombat 1 where Liu Kang is crafting the universe? You see the stars being blown up and the universe being handcrafted, and then it, goes into the main menu screen and you could hear the birds chirping and, the music. It really is a peaceful and relaxing soundtrack, and it's just beautiful because, a lot of times the fans are split between this because the graphics are incredible in MK1 and MK11, but atmosphere wise, older Mortal Kombat games had this darker, grittier energy that made the universe feel more unsettling. Modern Mortal Kombat feels much cleaner and more cinematic, and depending on who you ask, that's either a huge improvement or part of what made Mortal Kombat lose some of its identity. And honestly, I understand both sides because personally, I do think some of the mystery disappeared once Mortal Kombat started feeling less creepy and more polished, because older Mortal Kombat games felt rough around the edges in a way that actually added personality, and even the lore felt more mysterious back then. Older Mortal Kombat games didn't explain everything immediately. Now, there was tons of lore, but it was sort of ambiguous in a way. There were always, unanswered questions, weird character endings, mysterious realms, strange powers, and just hidden connections between the characters and their powers, and that made the universe feel bigger. Fans used to spend years theorizing about stuff. Now, modern Mortal Kombat explains almost everything directly through cinematic storytelling, and while that can be good, it also removes some of the imagination and mystery that the older games had. Sometimes less explanation actually makes the world feel more interesting, but it sort of depends on who you ask. And honestly, the funniest part is that you remember that Floyd secret in MK1? It proved that fans still love this kind of stuff because when the Floyd mystery got, added into the game, everyone was trying to figure out what the steps were to get this Floyd fight and get that mysterious field stage. And for a little while, the community generally felt excited trying to solve these pink ninja challenges. People were theorizing, they were experimenting about different stuff. They were sharing discoveries online and hunting for secrets together. And for a moment, it felt like the old Mortal Kombat again. But honestly, it didn't fully capture that same energy because back then, secrets felt deeply built into Mortal Kombat's identity. Now they feel more occasional. This is like the only big secret in recent Mortal Kombat memories, this Pink Floyd thing, like little callbacks instead of a core part of the entire franchise. And I think that's why older fans still miss the mystery so much, because it wasn't just about hidden characters. It was the feeling that Mortal Kombat had secrets everywhere. I don't think modern Mortal Kombat is bad. I still enjoy the newer games, to a certain extent, but I do think that the franchise feels very different now compared to older eras. You see, older MK felt, darker, stranger, they were very experimental and mysterious, where modern Mortal Kombat feels more cinematic and commercialized. And depending on who you ask, that's either an evolution or a loss of identity. But one thing I do know is that the mystery surrounding older Mortal Kombat games was a huge reason the franchise became so iconic in the first place. Because those games didn't just feel like fighting games, they felt like legends or legends within a game. And that's the biggest thing I miss about old Mortal Kombat. I want to do a different video, not just the gameplay, not just about the characters, just the feeling that there was always something hidden waiting to be discovered. And maybe that's why older Mortal Kombat still sticks with many fans today, because back then, Mortal Kombat felt mysterious. But that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys like the older mysterious Mortal Kombat, or do you like the darker, gritty Mortal Kombat, or do you like the art style now? Do you like the way they do things now where everything is just shown at you? You don't need to find things yourself. Let me know in the comments down below. Well, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you like this video, make sure you comment, share, like, and subscribe to join the Frosty Flames Legion. Thank y'all for watching. Mr. Frosty Flames out. Ciao.